Welcome to the deep dive. You know, we hear it all the time. Businesses have tons of data, but the real challenge.
Yeah, it's turning it all into something useful, right? Something that actually helps you make a decision.
Exactly. Information overload, but not enough, well, actionable insight. And that's really what Salesforce seems to be tackling with this new vision, Tableau Next. It's not just another update, is it?
No, not at all. It's framed as a fundamental rethink, moving beyond just showing what happened.
Right. Towards what should I do now? That's the big promise. So today, we're diving deep into that.
Yet we want to unpack how Tableau Next aims to change the game-making analytics trustworthy, contextual, and really AI-powered.
So it's not just about a slicker tool, but changing how people fundamentally engage with data, making it easier, maybe?
Easier and more embedded. The idea is scaling insights across whole teams, automating discovery, basically faster, smarter decisions.
Okay, so for you listening, the goal is to understand how this shift could help you get more from your data without drowning in it. Let's get into it. What is Tableau Next, really?
Well, they're calling it an agentic analytics platform.
Agentic. Okay, what does that mean in plain English?
It means moving from, passively looking at dashboards to a system that actively brings intelligence to you.
Ah, so it's proactive.
Exactly. It's like having an AI assistant that nudges you, offers guidance based on the data.
And it's tightly linked with Salesforce, right?
Yep.
Data Cloud.
Absolutely crucial. It's not standalone.
Yeah.
It's deeply plugged into where the core customer and operational data often lives. That's key for context.
Right, so it understands the business because it's connected to the business system.
Precisely. And that flips the script. Instead of people adapting to the tool.
The tool adapts to the people.
Yeah, with AI kind of leading the way, meeting users in their flow of work. That's the goal.
Okay, that sounds much more natural. So how different is this from the Tableau many of us know and, well, probably use?
Good question. Traditional Tableau was, and still is, fantastic. A real pioneer for self-service analytics.
Right, letting people visualize data themselves, build dashboards without needing to be a coder.
Exactly. That visual exploration was revolutionary. Drag and drop, very intuitive.
So Tableau Next isn't just like Tableau version 11, it's a bigger leap.
They're calling it a full-scale evolution for the AI era. So yes, much more than just an upgrade. It's architected differently.
Okay, so traditional Tableau showed you the data. Tableau Next.
Tableau Next aims to bring AI agents, predictive smarts, and reusable analytics components right into your workflow.
Can you give examples? What does that look like?
Sure. Think Tableau Pulse. That's about proactive insights popping up.
Right.
Or Agent Force, where you can literally chat with your data in natural language.
Chat with your data, like ask it questions.
Yeah. Why did sales dip last quarter? And behind it all, Tableau semantics ensures everyone's talking about the same thing when they say revenue or churn.
Okay. So if I were to summarize, traditional Tableau, explore the data yourself. Tableau Next. The important data find you, tells you why, maybe suggests what to do.
That's a great way to put it. It's your guide through the data landscape, not just the map itself. And it does it in real time, in context.
Okay, let's talk benefits then. If a business adopts this, what are the big wins?
It really boils down to, I think, three key things: trust, intelligence, and speed. Getting insights you can rely on and acting on them faster.
Let's break that down. Trusted, contextual, AI-powered insights. How does that work?
The trust part comes from things like the semantic layer. It translates technical data fields into, plain business terms.
So FC Rev Q1 becomes first quarter revenue.
Exactly. And Tableau semantics, this metadata framework, means everyone agrees on what that means. Consistent definitions across departments, no more arguing about whose number is right.
That alone sounds incredibly valuable. What about built for scale?
It means it's designed to work across the whole organization, meeting different people in their specific workflows. Because it leverages Salesforce and Data Cloud, it can unify data and personalize the experience.
So tailor insights for a CFO versus a service agent.
Right. And it helps eliminate data silos and needing like 10 different tools to get a full picture.
Makes sense. And the reusable and composable architecture, what's that about?
This is really interesting. It means you can build analytical components, data models, metrics, even AI agents once, and then reuse them everywhere.
Like Lego blocks for analytics?
Kind of, yeah. Build a standard customer churn risk model, and different teams can plug it into their analyses. Saves a ton of time, ensures consistency, less starting from scratch.
Okay. Efficiency and consistency. And the last benefit you mentioned was moving from reports to real-time intelligence.
Right. This is where Tableau Pulse and the agent really come in. Insights aren't just static reports you check occasionally.
They come together.
Exactly. Proactive alerts on trends, anomalies, risks, right when they happen. And the agent offers that conversational guidance to figure out the next step. It's a continuous stream of intelligence.
Like a data co-pilot, always watching.
That's a good analogy. So architecturally, how does it pull this off? You said it's built for AI first.
Yeah, what does that mean under the hood?
Well, the architecture is designed to be modern, flexible, modular, specifically for AI. We mentioned Agentforce and Pulse for that agentic piece.
Right, moving beyond static dashboards.
Yeah. Pulse pushes the real-time metrics and alerts into tools like Slack, Salesforce, wherever you work.
Okay.
And Agentforce is that natural language layer. Ask questions, get answers, charts, even forecasts. But importantly, the AI tries to understand your intent.
Intent. So not just fetching a number, but understanding why I'm asking.
That's the idea, to drive you towards an action, not just give you data points.
Interesting. What else is key in the architecture?
The second pillar is AI-driven insights. This covers predictive stuff, forecasting sales, predicting churn, prescriptive insights suggesting actions, and generative AI explaining findings simply.
So it creates a loop. See something, understand why, get a suggestion.
Exactly. Pulse might alert you to a risk. The agent helps you explore it and recommends an action. It uses built-in models. The semantic layer adds context, and you can customize the AI too.
Okay, predictive, prescriptive, generative. Got it. And the third pillar?
And that's the composable architecture we touched on. Build once, reuse anywhere.
Right, the Lego blocks. Data models, metrics, agents.
Yeah. Define a key metric once. Use it everywhere. Build an AI agent for a specific task. Let multiple teams use it. Reduces redundancy. Speeds things up massively.
And you can embed these insights elsewhere too, outside Tableau.
Yes, that's a key part. Embedding analytics into third-party apps, bringing intelligence into daily tools.
Okay, that all sounds powerful, but you mentioned trust being foundational. How does Tableau Next really ensure the data is trustworthy?
Crucial point. Without trust, AI insights are useless. It starts with that metadata-first approach.
And Tableau semantics is key there.
Absolutely. Semantics adds the business meaning. It translates the technical stuff, database fields, into business terms people understand. Sales, margin, churn rate, not, cryptic codes.
Makes it accessible.
Right. It bridges the gap between the raw data and the business questions. So self-service becomes genuinely possible for more people because everyone's speaking the same language.
And it helps create that single source of truth.
Exactly. Define your KPIs centrally in semantics. And that definition applies everywhere. Dashboards, pulse alerts, agent conversations, consistency, confidence.
That's huge. What about the integrated metadata framework? How does that help trust?
Think of it as the system's memory. It connects everything, data sources, logic, models, the AI. It tracks where data came from, how it's changed, how it's used.
Like a full audit trail for the data.
Pretty much. Definitions, governance rules, they travel with the data. So
Yeah.
analytics can scale without losing that trust where having people reinvent the wheel or apply rules inconsistently.
Okay, that sounds robust. And data lineage specifically, how visible is that?
It provides a clear view. Where did this number originate? What transformations happened? How did it feed into this insight?
So you can trace it back.
Yes, builds confidence, helps debugging, essential for regulated industries, but honestly useful for everyone who needs to know the why behind the number.
Okay, that focus on trust seems really baked in. Now, data today is often scattered everywhere, right? Silos in different systems. How does Tableau Next deal with that mess?
Yeah, that fragmentation is a major headache. Tableau Next tries to unify that complexity, but importantly, without forcing you to move all your data into one giant pot.
How does it do that?
Well, being built on the Salesforce platform and powered by Data Cloud is a big part of it. It can directly tap into real-time Salesforce data, sales, service, marketing.
So for Salesforce customers, it avoids a lot of that ETL hassle?
Exactly. Much faster time to value if your data is already integrated there.
But what about data outside Salesforce? In Snowflake, Databricks, other places?
That's where zero-copy data access comes in. It's about connecting directly to those external sources without duplicating the data.
Zero copy. So you query it where it lives.
Essentially, yes.
Totally.
Through partnerships with those platforms. It saves costs, improves security because you're not moving data around unnecessarily, and it's faster. Direct, governed access.
So you're not making endless copies of sensitive data.
Right. The goal is to move from that fragmented picture to a smooth flow of data, a kind of connected data fabric.
A data fabric, I like that, where teams work off the same definitions, same real-time data.
Yeah, leading to more aligned teams and hopefully smarter outcomes. Less confusion, more collaboration.
Okay, let's make this super concrete. Can you give some examples? How would different roles use this day to day?
Sure. Let's take a sales leader. Maybe they get a pulse alert on their phone conversion rates dropped in the Northeast.
Okay, an alert. Then what?
They could use Agentforce, maybe write in Slack and just ask, why are conversions down in the Northeast?
And the agent?
The AI would analyze recent activities, maybe marketing data, perhaps even competitor actions if configured, and come back with likely reasons and maybe even suggest which reps or accounts need focus, all without digging through reports.
Wow, okay. Actionable insight pushed to them. What about, say, finance?
Finance teams could really benefit from Tableau semantics for standardizing things like P&L definitions across divisions. No more spreadsheet reconciliation nightmares.
I can see CFOs liking that.
Right. And they could deploy agents for things like monthly variance analysis or to answer ad hoc budget questions using real-time data, freeing them up for more strategic work.
Okay. How about operations or supply chain? Very real-time dependent fields.
Absolutely. Predictive analytics could forecast demand shifts. Pulse could alert them to potential delivery delays or inventory issues.
And the agent could help figure out solutions.
Yeah, maybe suggest alternate suppliers or logistics adjustments, explaining the downstream impacts. It's about anticipating and mitigating problems proactively.
Not just reacting. Okay, one more. Marketing and customer experience.
Marketers could track campaign ROI in real time, optimize spend on the fly. CX teams could get pulse alerts on customer sentiment dips or NPS changes.
And insights popping up right in their CRM.
Exactly. AI-curated insights on churn risk or upsell opportunities. You could even trigger automated workflows based on these insights, like reaching out to an unhappy customer automatically.
These examples really paint a picture. So if people listening are thinking, okay, I want this, how do they start? Is this all future stuff?
Good news is, no. A lot of this is available now through what they call Tableau plus Sta.
Okay, so what's step one?
Leveraging Salesforce Data Cloud is pretty fundamental. That's where you start unifying your data sources, creating that 360 view, building the foundation.
Get the data integrated and ready. Makes sense.
Then add business meaning with Tableau semantics. Define those key metrics consistently. Create that single source of truth, that shared language.
Okay, foundation, then definitions. What about the proactive part?
That's Tableau Pulse. Start implementing that to push insights and KPIs into people's daily tools. Get analytics into the workflow.
And the conversational piece.
That's Tableau Agent, which is part of Einstein Copilot. Start enabling users to ask questions in plain language, get answers with context and visualizations. Democratize data interaction.
So the building blocks are there. People can start moving towards this vision today.
Absolutely. It's an evolution, and the journey can start now with these components.
This has been incredibly helpful, really unpacking what Tableau Next is all about. As we wrap up, what's the main takeaway?
I think the core idea is that Tableau Next is fundamentally changing the relationship with data. It's moving way beyond just looking at charts. Towards insights finding you, when and where you need them, with intelligence to help you decide what to do next. It's about embedding analytics into the fabric of decision-making.
And the key differentiators are that mix of AI, context, trust, and scale.
Exactly. The combination of AI smarts, the business understanding from semantics, the trust from strong governance, and the ability to deliver this across a complex organization on the Salesforce platform.
It sounds like it's really setting a new bar for business intelligence.
That's the ambition. To enable businesses to lead with insight, operate with more speed, and have deep trust in their data foundation.
A powerful combination. Okay, final question. What's one thought you want to leave our listeners chewing on?
Just this. Think about your own work, your own decisions. How would things change if you moved from occasionally pulling reports to having proactive AI-driven insights constantly guiding you? What new questions could you even ask if the system understood your business context and could predict outcomes or suggest actions?
What becomes possible then?
Exactly. What new level of performance could you unlink with that kind of integrated intelligence? That's the potential here.